Hey everybody, I'm Kale.
And I'm Marin.
We're here to talk to you today about our latest and greatest Colorado trip.
Woo! So, like everybody, we've been in quarantine for the last month and a half-ish.
Yikes.
We had this huge graduation trip planned. After graduation, we were going to go up to Washington and down the West Coast and all that. But it was not a really good idea to go there with all of this coronavirus. So instead, we decided to make it over to Colorado. Drop us hot. Oh yes! So, Kale and I decided we'll just get food, we'll get gas, we'll hit the road, and we'll just kind of decide as we get down there. We use the Trail Forks app to find mountain bike trails, and we decided we were just going to find new trails every single day while we were there.
So we took off from Utah, we drove down I-70 over to a little area called Fruita, Colorado. It was a beautiful place. We camped on some BLM land there, which was open, which was awesome.
And that's honestly what we utilize a lot of time when we go places, because we don't want to pay for somewhere to camp. We already have our camper, and so we like to find areas where there's national parks around, because around national parks, almost always you'll find what they call BLM land, which is where you can just camp for free.
It's awesome. We also brought Marin's motorcycle, her Yamaha XT 225. So what we'd do is we'd get to wherever we were parked for the night, we'd do some mountain biking there, then we'd hop on our XT and we'd just drive into town, grab some dinner, run whatever errands we needed to run, and then we'd get back home right before dark and watch a movie on our projector and go to sleep. It was a blast.
So fun.
Yeah. It was awesome.
So first night in Fruita, like Kale said, we found some killer mountain bike trails. Our favorite one, PBR, is that what it was called?
PBR, yeah. All right, here's the PBR trail in the 18 road trail system in Fruita, Colorado. So it's a really beautiful start. I started down there in that campsite way down there, climbing for just over 2.5 miles. All right, here we go. Suspension all unlocked. Right off the bat, lots of jumps. That was awesome.
That was such a fun time. The next morning we woke up and decided we'll head on over to Junction, which wasn't very far away.
Yep.
And same thing, we found some BLM land there, parked our camper, and hopped on the dirt bike. Did a little bit of off-roading on the dirt bike, which was a blast. Found some more mountain bike trails, had dinner in town, and then came back and stayed the night in Junction.
Yep, so the third night we drove down to Durango. So we made a big trip down through the Colorado Rockies. It was absolutely beautiful. We could totally live in Colorado someday.
It was beautiful.
And we ended up in Durango for the evening. We did some more mountain biking, of course. Durango was harder to find camping. We had a hard time finding BLM land to camp on. Their Walmart doesn't allow overnight camping. The city itself was very tough for boondocking in general.
Yeah.
So we just kind of drove up in the mountains and found this nice little pull-off.
I think just because it was such kind of a tourist town. Lots of people go to visit Durango, so they didn't want a bunch of campers just parked on the street or, like you said, parked in the Walmart parking lot, so it was good.
The next morning we woke up and drove to Cortez. What national park's there again? Mesa? Mesa Verde. So, of course, Mesa Verde National Park was closed because of coronavirus.
But you could still see it right from where we parked, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, awesome BLM camping again. Great time to drive our motorcycle around through town.
We were able to take the motorcycle from our little camp spot there on BLM land and drive all the way through kind of the national park road and then through a bunch of little towns. It was beautiful. It was so much fun.
It was fun. We got dinner at this sort of ghetto Indian restaurant, which was awesome.
It ended up being so good.
Yeah, and that was Cortez. We woke up in the morning, we did a little bit more mountain biking, and then we were off
You're so cool. Oh, you're so hot!
So we drove back up through Moab, back through
Price,
yep,
down Spanish Fork Canyon.
and then home. So
We spent 5 days and 4 nights in Colorado, and because of the camper, because of the dirt bike, all of our expenses added up together, we spent $270 to spend 5 days and 4 nights in Colorado.
which for us, that's a pretty cheap
That
vacation.
is a cheap vacation.
And a ton of fun. So it wasn't the grand adventure we were looking for, heading all the way up the North Shore into Washington and Oregon. However, we still had a blast, and here we are now jumping into our big kid jobs and getting started with life, and hopefully we'll have some more big news for you in the next few weeks.
Thanks for listening. We had a great time in Colorado, and until next time,
We'll be smithing it.
what are you about to do?
We are about to drive up a really steep hill with our house.
Here we go.
My favorite. Not really. I get a lot of anxiety actually. This makes me so nervous. Check the bike, make sure it's strapped down. Alright, Kale. Putting in 4 low gearing. So we can just creep up this thing. Everything in the house has been tied down and closed up so that we don't lose anything. Okay, it's my job to make sure nothing is going to scrape. That's what I'm doing now. Nice! Go, baby, go. Crawl, Phil, crawl, Phil. Yeah! Woo! Holy moly! That was awesome! Woo! Mikhail, who couldn't do that?
2-wheel drive, baby.